And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another week, another edition of the Korean StarCraft League. Week number 65, your bi-weekly dose of Korean StarCraft. I'm of course host TvP. With me, I'm joined by these amazing players, the people in the chat, and by my plushies as well. Welcome, one and all, to an open tournament. So this is a weekly, or I should say bi-weekly open tournament here on the Korean server. If you want to check out the bracket yourselves, !B in the chat. Again, the bracket is live, the bracket is stacked. Plenty of amazing players will be going over and delving into the bracket after this series, as we are jumping into our first series of the day. And spawning in the top right hand corner of Ley Lines, we have our South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing Team Falcons. It is Bunny. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Taiwanese Protoss player, the Red Protoss. It is Lemon. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is time to get your gamma going. Predictions are now open. Place your bets on who you think will claim this series. Best of luck in the chat. As we settle in and we calm things down. Calm down, Pappy, calm down. Let's go. Do you need to remember to set up the player name? Don't you worry. Likewise, I might have to restart my client after this series as well. Hopefully, I can come back in time for the next match, as we're going from series to series to series. But for now, we're settling in. And again, Bunny has long since, I was assumed was going to retire, but has taken some time off. He was inactive for, I want to say a couple of months. I want to say like 2-3 months. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen Bunny being active, until last week. If you've been watching a League, if you've been watching the Masters Coliseum qualifiers as well, you would know that Bunny suddenly popped up and was very active over the past 7 days, maybe over the past 10-ish days. And yeah, it was really impressive to see Bunny, despite being gone for so long, despite being inactive ever since EWC. So again, it's been like 2-3 months. Bunny was looking quite competitive. He was looking very competitive here, and he almost qualified. He almost did qualify for Masters Coliseum. He took down some big names. He took down Trap. He went to the ace match against Gumiho as well. It was very impressive to see Bunny's performance, despite being so inactive as of late. So ever since, the past 10-ish or so days, we have seen Bunny play in more and more events. He's been playing in WarDTV Monday, he's been playing in KSL, he's been playing in the qualifiers, Lima League as well. He's been playing in everything. Suddenly, maybe he has a little bit more free time. We're nearing the end of the year, getting into December. Hard to say. Maybe he just wanted to break, or maybe he just wanted a long extended break after EWC. But regardless, it's great to see Bunny returning once again. And we'll see how he compares to Lemon. Lemon, on the flip side, likewise has been rising the ranks of the Southeast Asian, or at least a Taiwanese region, has been looking or rest of Asia region, has been looking very strong, very powerful. As of the past couple of months, we've seen Lemon kind of rise through the ranks, and I would say currently Lemon is the best player in Taiwan. I would rate him higher than Rex, and I would rate him higher than Nice. Nice, of course, did retire. Nice still plays every now and then, like once a month sort of thing, like in one event, every now and then. very, very sporadic. Nice does arrive, but for the most part, Nice, again, he has retired and doesn't compete anywhere near as frequently. So in Nice's stead, Lemon has risen up. Lemon has risen here, and we'll see how he compares to Bunny. Back at home, it's going to be a Twilight Council opener into Blink from the side of Lemon, throwing down extra gateways as well. So far, he's got 2 gates, a 3rd gateway on the way, so 3-gate Blink, very safe opener here out of Lemon. Meanwhile, across the map, Bunny is going to be calming things down himself, throwing down his extra Raxes. Ooh, Adept Shade's in! That should not have happened. Adept does get a full scout of the main base, does get an eye on the 1-1-1 opener, spots the triple Widowmine drop as well, and Lemon is fully aware of what's going on. He's fully aware he's going to be cleaned up. He shouldn't really get much value or much more value. He shouldn't really get much more damage, but he does at least scout, and that is what's important. So Lemon is aware. Back at home, a 3-gate Blink into a 3rd base. So again, very safe opener here out of Lemon. Now it's all about the execution, all about him trying to minimize losses, keeping up with the drop play, and shutting it down. We have 3 Stalkers here at the natural. We have 1 Stalker in the main, and the 3 Stalkers having to be in position. And so far, good volleys here on the medevac. Unload does occur, and he does blow away time up. Oh my god. Oh no, the retargeting! No, the retargeting, buddy! Lemon did not pull away far enough, and even though all the Widowman's going to be cleaned up, even though the medevac goes down, the damage has been done. That was 9 workers falling. Lemon, he had reacted in time, he had pulled away, but did not pull away enough. He was too close, Matthew, too close. And with that, Bunny starts off with a strong lead. That's a very strong lead here for Bunny, a lead that should not have happened. Again, Lemon, he was doing well for himself. He was in position, he was doing well, focusing down the medevac, but again, the execution was just barely not enough. And now Bunny, all he has to do is survive the counterattack. He's ready back at home. Does have an economic lead up in workers, up in mules, even on bases. Currently working on a third Nexus still. Lemon does blink into the main. Oh, but there's a tank in position, and the tank will force the pickup. Back across the map, the third base just now finishing up. Soon to be saturated. And Lemon has some catching up to do. Likewise, still being active, dropping into the main. Ooh, won't get much done. Likewise, we have reinforcing stalkers moving out across the map as well. He can try to rotate towards the natural. Natural, there is no tank, but there is a bunker. And did I say there is no tank? It is now repositioning. The tank is ready. Tank is getting ready here for Bunny. See Lemon looking for a way in, does spot the upgrades, of course. We have stim, we have combat shields all on the way. Basically, Bunny should be staying at home at least until they finish up. Meanwhile, we go for the dive, and tank goes down, not bad. Tank does go down, boys are late to be pulled. Likewise, Bunny not quite in position. And you can see now he has the foresight to rotate and to split up his army. Now he has some Marines and Marauders both in the main and in the natural, but this was needed beforehand. This wasn't necessary beforehand. A lot of damage has been done. Meanwhile, across the map, we do have Autotart harass into the main. Raven going for Autotart here towards the third base as well. No major damage, 2 probe kills so far, but some lost flying time does at least distract the Protoss. Does keep Lemon distracted. Meanwhile, scrolling up towards the main base. Ooh, the Observer gets spotted. Bunny will clean it up, will shut it down, and Bunny will soon move out. We mentioned before, we were waiting for the upgrades. Upgrades are almost done. Stim out combat shields there, a couple of seconds away from finishing up, and Bunny will soon break out. Soon break out across the map, back at home, third CC's on the way. This is not a 2-base all-in out of Bunny, but it's still very committed. Very committed move out here, and this may just end the game. It's going to be a limit to slow this down. Does pick away at the army. We'll lose 1 stalker in the process. Oh, has to get the hell out of here. Taking a lot of hits, taking a lot of damage. Likewise, Prism into the main. Oh my god. There is an army somewhat in position. Okay, there are some reinforcements. We're going for the warp in. 4 zealots at a time, 3 zealots at a time even. The mine shots! Oh my god, Prism goes down. That means that these 3 zealots are the only thing really keeping Bunny at bay. Without a Prism, he can focus on the push. And he is. He's focusing on the assault. We see Lemon trying to come in for a flank. Ooh, does warp in a wave of zealots. No shield batteries! And no shield batteries here. Do you have a sentry? Do you have a shield? Sorry, an energy overcharge. Stalkers diving in. They go for the tank. A lot of Stalkers are going to be going down as a result. Oh, the tank survives. No shot. It survived from 1, 2 extra shots. GG gets caught as the army overwhelms, and Bunny takes game number 1. Whew. GG. Strong start there for Bunny. Again, he was in the driver's seat ever since the mine drop. Was able to just snowball out of control. Was able to excel. And with that, Bunny takes a lead. Does take a lead in the series. Now we're jumping into game number 2. Oh my god. Game 2 is going to be on Ultra Love. Also, I'll fix up the icon here. There we go. Beautiful. We're going to be getting into Ultra Love. And we'll see if Lemon can tie things up. Again, like, even though Lemon did go down in that first game, a lot of it did come down to the early Widowmine harass. The reality is that losing that many workers that early on at this level of play is unacceptable. It is usually game-ending damage, just because you don't really have that many workers to begin with, so losing workers early on is more impactful than later on in the game, and that did just really hinder Lemon, did slow him down, and did lead into the eventual counterattack by Bunny. It was on Lemon to try and slow him down, but we saw, and we was able to kill a tank. True, did kill 1 tank early on, but that was not enough. Was not enough, and here we go. Now we're getting into game number 2 and spawning. Oh, I have to switch the players over. Un momento. Bam. Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ultra Love, we have the South Korean Terran player, the Blue Terran representing Team Falcons. It is Bunny. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Taiwanese Protoss player, the Red Protoss, representing Team Little Fairy. It is Lemon. Also, welcome to all those in the chat. Papi, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? El hermoso, papi. Shout out to CranKy in the chat. ¿Qué tal? Good to see you. Good to see you. I see Paul. I see NetBean. I saw Baby Links earlier as well. Werehug was the first quacker. Quack. But definitely good to see you all. Thank you for the copy pasta. Oh, and before I forget, shout out to Cyan for the raid. Big shout out to Cyan. Cyan, of course, has been casting more and more recently in Portuguese or in Brazilian, maybe a better way of putting it, but has been casting a lot over in his own channel, has been streaming a lot, so thank you so much to Cyan. Do appreciate it. Also, I see the copy pasta. Live VIP's body is a machine that turns instant ramen into high-quality SC2 casts. This is very true. at least the ramen part. At least the ramen part is true. That's... no. It's all I eat. Aye. But outside of that, we're settling into our game. I did notice someone asking about Zaun. Asking about what happened to Zaun. Did not check in. If Zaun is not on the bracket, then chances are he signed up and did not check in. Is unfortunate, but you know, it's possible that he could have signed up maybe yesterday, maybe earlier in the week, thinking he was going to be available, and he was not available this morning. So yeah, hopefully nothing serious, maybe just sleeping in, but Zaun is not competing in this week's tournament. He is not competing. I can't cast this, but I enjoy watching casts for the great cast from the great characters. CranKy, gracias, papi, gracias. Gracias. Do appreciate it. As back at home, we did have an economic opener out of Bunny, going for a ranks expand with single gas. Meanwhile, second gas is now finishing up, getting to the factories, but overall a more economic start here by Bunny back at home. Once again, Twilight Council. We have our Twilight Council from the side of the Protoss player going into Blink. Last game, if you remember, it was 3-gate Blink into a third, a very safe opener out of Lemon in the first game, but now that he's down in the series, he might be pressured to be more aggressive. You know, we'll keep an eye on the gateway count. We'll see if he does throw in a 4th gateway, or if he cuts gateways and goes for a 2-gate opener instead. So we'll keep an eye on the Protoss. We're now going to be threading the mineral lines. So far, Bunny is holding on, hasn't taken any major losses, and similarly to the previous game, Bunny is working towards his own mine drop. If you remember last game, it was a more committed mine drop with 3 winter mines, but I believe that was off of a double gas opener, so this time we should be seeing a little bit less of a commitment here. Regardless, we'll keep an eye on Bunny, as the depths they keep shading in, and they do deny some mining time. Not bad. Mining time is denied. When depths they threaten the Marines, they force the SCVs out. And this is some nice early game damage here by Lemon. Not a bad start. Hasn't really killed much, but he has been able to gain an economic advantage. Meanwhile, the mine drop is coming, and it looks like it is going to be the same opener here out of Bunny. I mentioned before that last game it was a triple widow mine opener. Once again, triple widow mines. 3 widow mines here, medevac across the map. Thankfully, Lemon has spread out his adepts and is in position to scout and spot the move out. Back at home, how many gateways? 3 gates. Just like last game, 3-gate Blink into a 3rd base. So we have mirrored builds. Same build that we saw in game 1. Likewise, same build that we saw in game 1 out of Bunny as well. Because the Adept shade in, the drop is not quite spotted. Not quite spotted here. Adepts are going to be shot down. They come into the shade. They're going to be cleaned up. Meanwhile, across the map, here comes the Widow Mine drop towards that natural. There are going to be 2 stalkers in position. Widow Mines are dropped up. Up. And Lemon does pull away. This time he does pull away in time, but the Widow Mines are going to be chasing him down. They're getting cornered, and thankfully, not too much damage as that Widow Mine gets cleaned up. We can go back to mining. All in all, that was 3 probe kills for 3 Widow Mines. Could have been so much worse. Whew. Could have been so much worse. I mean, hey, we saw that previously in game 1 with 9 probe kills to the Widow Mines. This time, only 3. Decent cleanup here by our Protoss player. Did end up losing one of his stalkers in the process, but all in all, a much better defense here by Lemon compared to game 1. Meanwhile, he's moving out to gain map control to contain his opponents. Once again, Bunny, he's building up, working towards stim, combat shields, building up his tank count, and ideally he moves out with his upgrades and with around 3 tanks. We saw last game that he did lose a tank in the build up to the move out. We'll see if Bunny can minimize losses this time and preserve his tank count a little bit better. See if we can preserve those tanks. Meanwhile, we do have more reinforcing stalkers looking for a way in. No tank on the low ground. Yeah, there's no tank in position. Bunker's under fire. The bunker is going to go down. The boys are being pulled, but it is too little too late. The bunker will fall. And so far, Lemon not losing anything. Very nice control. Oh my god. Quite close there, but he does not lose a single stalker. He lost 1 stalker earlier to the mine drop. Ooh, shuts down the Raven. Yeah, a bit of an F2 there from Bunny, losing his Raven. Boys are being pulled for a moment. Tank does reposition. Now with the tank in position, Bunny should hold. Should hold on to the natural, but what about the main? What about the main base as we do? Oh, go for the dive. Oh, he's tempted. Not quite. Just chipping away at the Marines. So far, still no Stalker kills. And a lot of Marines are going down. Likewise, combat shields under fire. Oh my god. Yeah, brutal tank volleys going off. There we go. Finally, some Stalkers do fall. Observer gets spotted. Observer gets sniped. And Bunny holds. In the process, did lose 9 Marines. Oh, that's a lot of Marines going down here. And again, that is going to slow down the eventual move out. So far, so good here from the Protoss. Ooh, barely within range of +1 as well. Shouldn't get a kill, but does force a reaction out of Bunny. Does force him to respond. Back at home in Gateway Explosion into +1, charge, and a robotic spade into Colossus. But again, Lemon, he needs a little bit more time here to get into this Colossi and to get into charge. It's all about buying that time. Prism towards the main. Zealous likewise in the Prism as well. See Bunny getting in position with the turret, with a Widow Mine. He's getting ready for that drop. Likewise, it's around. Oh, Bunny comes in from behind. Oh, and he will catch out the Stalkers. Brutal losses here for Lemon. Ay. Yeah, sneaky move there by Bunny. Cheeky move even. Able to sneak out, able to get this round at the same time. Drop into the main. Celso get chopped in. Trying to force some friendly fire. Massive warp into the mineral line. These are still brutal losses for Lemon. And are there enough reinforcements? Looks like there should be. As Lemon desperately going for another warp in. Again, this is just keeping the Terran busy. Charge is done. Cells are going to be cleaned up with the Prism. Will survive this time. And back at home. 4th base is on the way. And that first Colossus, it's in production. First Colossus is on the way here for Lemon. Needs a little bit more time, and he will have it in time for the move out. Likewise, because this time the Prism does survive, it means that Bunny is stuck in the main, stuck at home. Is establishing his 3rd base. Likewise, Lemon does get into the mineral line. 3 SCVs going down. Very nice damage. Losing only 1 Zealot so far. Drop towards the natural. And Bunny is having a bit of a harder time here. Again, unlike previously where he was able to kill the War Prism and able to freely move out, so this time he's stuck at home. Just perpetually stuck at home. Non-stop Zealot harass. Lemon comfortably getting to 4 base saturation. Building up his Colossus count, and here comes Bunny. He's had enough waiting. He moves out across the map. Now the Observer does spot this. Lemon knows. As the army moves out, Zealous move in. They hit the 3rd, they hit the natural as well, catching reinforcements, massive pickoffs, and Bunny, he doesn't care. He doesn't care, he just keeps on pushing. He's sending it back. Does move forward. Oh my god, the Colossus! Colossus takes a lot of hits. Oh my god, it goes down to the tank fire, massive pickoff. Colossus goes down, 4th base as well. Shield batteries, force wheels, they do buy some time. But how much time exactly? As the Bio Army breaks through, takes down the Zealots. 2nd Colossus has arrived. Trying to buy time. Back at home, Zealots are being cleaned up, but a lot of economic damage has been dealt. Bunny, he's down to 38 SCVs. Lost so many workers across the map. Lemon, he just has to hold on. Tanks are exposed. Nice spread here with the Bio Army. There's 1 tank left. And can he get on top of the Colossus? It's going to be close. He can. He stims. Oh, he stims in. And he will catch the Colossus just barely. He gets 1, but another has arrived. Snipes the Immortal. And Lemon holds. Lemon, he does hold on. Ooh, shuts down the Medivacs as well. Does hinder the retreat, and now it's time to counterattack. And again, Bunny back at home, he is down 20 SCVs. Down heavily in the economy. Sure, Lemon may have lost the base, he may have lost a mineral line, but he still has a better economy here than Bunny. Ooh, is Lemon getting too excited though? He moves out, Vikings are here to punish. Colossus taking a lot of hits. Up, taking a lot of damage. 1 more volley. Uno más, papi. Can he get it? He cannot. The Colossus. The Colossus survives on 5. No! It almost survived on 5 HP. Almost. Scatty, as the final Colossus does fall. Bunny, though, again, he's committed. He's all in. He's trying to break through. Forced to pick up, has to back off. Ooh, medevac goes down. Lemon, he's fighting back. Oh, but he's out of zealots. And these are expensive losses here for Lemon. Bleeding out stalkers. He has to pull away, has to get out of there. Does reinforce with more zealots. Another Colossus. Bunny back at home rebuilding his SCVs, muling his heart out. And the mules are keeping him in this game. 3 base versus 3 base. And Lemon, he has a moment to breathe. He has a moment to breathe. He can calm things down. More Colossus building up. For the first time, getting up to 2. Soon to be even 3 Colossus. Let's go. Bunny back at home. Snipes the Observer. Getting ready for drop play. Likewise, Zealot Run-By is also set up. And the medevac may come across it. Oh, barely not. Barely does not spot the Zealots. Likewise, Stalker's moving up. They're running into almost purely Marauder. Jesus. That's a lot of Marauders. Bunny making 3 Marauders at a time. Go drop into the third. 4 Widow Mines even. Widow Mines, they drop in. Up! And Lemony does react in time, does pull away. Leaving out a handful of workers. Main army's going to be clashing. Ooh, Stalker's getting caught out. That's 2 Stalkers going down. Nice catch by Bunny. Forces a recall. And 3 of the Widow Mines are saved. Which means they can come back in. At the same time, here comes that Zealot Run-By towards the third base, getting a handful of SCVs. The main army's pushing in. That's 3 Colossus. It's a lot of Colossi. Mine shots going up. Nice spread here by Bunny. But again, he kind of push up this ramp, not into a concave, not into 3 Colossi. It's not going to happen. Likewise, Disruptor has arrived as well. Mine drop towards the natural, trying to distract Lemon. Up, does pull away. Ooh. We do connect though. At the same time, Lemon pushing down the ramp. And he should break out. 1 Colossus goes down. He should be losing 2. But the third one, I believe, should survive. Yeah, all the Vikings go down. Lemon, he holds, going for a counterattack. Bunny racing back. Just save once again 3 Widow Mines. They are saved. Oh, tries to boost away. Whew. Will barely be able to. Going for 1 final unload. And he will get a handful more probes. Overall, not bad. For 3 Widow Mines, they were able to get 3 volleys off. 1 on each mineral line. Very nice damage. Keeping Lemon's economy in check. But Lemon, he is now reaching critical mass of Disruptor. He's got 2, soon to be 4. He's making 2 Disruptors at a time. And on the one hand, Disruptors, they aren't as impactful as they were previously. They're no longer one-shot Marauders, that is true. But that doesn't mean they can't shut down a bio army, especially a very battered, very bruised, very stimmed bio army as well. These Novas, they can still wreak havoc. They should still zone. And we'll see how Lemon can handle this, as he's going to be the one moving out. Supplies are evening up. Bunny does have the higher army supply, but a lot of that supply are in medevacs. Bear that in mind. So I do actually favor Lemon here, especially with those Disruptors. How good are the Novas going to be? EP going up. Where are the Novas? First Nova goes off as well. Nice split, nice spread. Oh, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 Novas. Lemon a little bit trigger happy. That's all of his Novas. That's all of his Novas out on cooldown. Now the Terran army can chase. There's, I think, 1 more Nova in the chamber. Not even, as the final Colossus is going to fall. Again, it's one of those things where, especially when you have this amount of Disruptors, you have to be very patient, very careful with your Novas. You don't want to send them out all too quickly, otherwise if you do, this happens. You get punished for it. It is, in a way, a resource that you have to manage. So you have Lemon moving out once again. Does move out. Bunny set up with a flank, set up for a surround. Lemon doesn't take the bait, he backs off. Does back off, going back to Colossi. Meanwhile, Bunny now not just with Ghosts, not just with Vikings, but going into Liberators as well. Freedom, it's coming! The Freedom is almost here. Oh! The Vikings! Shots going off, they almost get a Viking. Almost. Again, the Viking count does matter because the Protoss is going back into Colossus production. Back into Colossi. Lemon rotating in. Lemon just taking more bases, taking more expansions. His economy is booming. Likewise, Bunny able to establish his own 4th as well. So 4 base versus 5. Soon to be 6 from the side of Lemon. Both armies are maxing out. It's going to be a lot of disruptors available here to the red Protoss. What concerns me most is the 2nd starport coming into a fusion core that should be for Liberator range, should be for mass lib. Army comes in from a flank, EMP goes up, Novus, they don't quite connect. But there's not enough of a bio army here. Bunny is being chased down. Lemon handling himself well. Does rotate in. The ghosts are exposed. Ooh, that's going to be 2 ghosts going down. Nice pickoffs. Lemon gets 2 ghosts. Likewise, we do have Lemon rotating. Keeping up with the army. Ooh, massive EMPs. Novas, no big connections. They do buy some time. Oh, these Novas, they will though. They graze the army. Not good enough. And Lemon does have to retreat. Has to back off. Likewise, you can see he's out trading Bunny. Bunny dropping in supply. He's been losing too much. Despite not taking the Novas, I mean, everything else has been dealing damage. And Bunny has been struggling. As we do see Lemon snowballing out of control, breaking through that 4th base. Bunny's trying to hold on. Trying to buy time for his Liberators. Never really got into them though. He's forced to make more Vikings. He has Lib range on the way, but again, never quite got there. Oof. Oh my god, Jesus. The rapid fire Novas. Calm down, Lemon. Calm down. Keep it together. As Lemon backs off, but again, still max. Still fully maxed out, just waiting for those Novas to recharge before coming in once again for another dive. It's getting ready for another dive. Ooh. Good EMPs. Bunny just trying to hold on. Does save the 4th. Vikings are going for a Colossus as well, but they won't quite get it. But he does hold on. Bunny slowly catching up, finishing up those upgrades. Lemon having a very difficult time pushing in and breaking the expansion. He does rotate though, and here there's no planetary. Oh, there it is! Oh my god, massive connections! And that's what Lemon's been looking for. Finally, he does connect, takes down some ghosts. Doesn't quite commit. Dark Shrine is on the way. 3rd Robo. Lemon taking every base on the map. Taking all the expansions. As Yama's going to be rotating. Showing down the Widow Mines. Now, the scary thing to me, one, Bunny is taking a 5th, and Bunny's maxing out. He's maxing out in Lemon. Despite having this supply advantage, despite having a bank advantage, he hasn't been trading. He hasn't been trading, and he needs to. Otherwise, he will lose his edge. He will lose that lead. Mines are going up. Catching up more of those Vikings. As the army is pushing forward, massive liberation zones are being thrown down. Oh my god. Graze the army, Liberators are finally here, and Bunny, he's slowly securing himself. Again, he's just turtling up. He's turtling up. The 5th base is getting up and running. Again, as I mentioned, Lemon should be doing something about that expansion. That's the main, by the way. The main has floated over as the 5th Bunny. He's actually maintaining himself despite being down in army supply. He's holding on. Oof. Does take it over to the face. But again, it's so difficult to push into a turtling Terran like this. Lemon at the same time going for a massive DT counterattack. Ooh, does get into the mineral line. SCVs are going down. But he doesn't get the base. The command center does survive. Bunny forced to rotate. Forced to respond. More SCVs falling. Ooh, brutal EMP. Does catch out the Dark Templar. TTs, they rotate, they respond, they pull back. That's a lot of freedom. That's a lot of nervous. Now, because that DT counterattack, Bunny once again plummets in supply. And would you find a way in? Yeah, Liberation Zone already. Nervous going off. Decent shots from the libs though. Jesus. Oof. Bunny holding the line. Does hold line, trying to break out. Meanwhile, the army out of position. We rotate over. Finally, the base is going to fall. There's no saving the planetary. Nervous popping off. No major connections. Very nice target find, but oh my god! The ghosts go down. And GG gets called. It's just too much, and Lemon will tie up the series 1-1. We are going to the ace match. Whew. GG. GG, well played. Whew. Lemon will tie things up, and we are going to the ace match. We're going all the way to game 3. Let's go. Let us go. And where exactly is the ace match going to take place? We're here to find out. But again, Lemon, he was able to get a lead early on. He was able to shut down the economy with the Zealot counterattacks. If you remember, it was when Bunny broke out, the Zealots hit the 3rd base and they hit the natural at the same time. SCVs were falling left and right. It was insane damage, and Bunny wasn't quite able to sustain those losses. He wasn't able to break his opponent. If you remember, Bunny killed the 4th, but he only killed the 4th base and some probes as well. But he needed more than that. Bunny was pretty committed. He was pretty all in. After that, Bunny was behind. He was trying to recover, trying to make up for that, and he could not. He could not make up for those losses in the end. We are going to the ace match. We're tied up. We're going to game 3. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of King's Cove, we have the South Korean Terran player, the blue Terran, representing Team Falcons. It is Bunny. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss player from Taiwan, tying up the series 1-1, forcing the ace match. It is Lemon. Let's go. Let us go. We are going to be settling in. Do you see some people asking about Xian? Xian is not playing on this channel, but apparently he's playing in a Super 7 show match. That would be on Soup. That would be over on the Soup platform. That is not casted here. And checking the TL calendar, I do recommend checking out the TL calendar. Bunny versus Xian, that show match is in 6 hours. So in 6 hours time, you can tune into that show match. Again, that's not going to take place here. That's going to be taking place over on the Soup platform as Bunny comes in with the eBay block. Let's go. eBay block here in the natural, going to be disrupting the initial opener here of Xian. And of Lemon, and forcing a more inefficient start. So I know there were people asking about Xian earlier. He's not playing in this tournament, but he has a show match in 6 hours, which should be before Masters Coliseum. As a reminder as well, we have multiple casts here today. We start things off with the KSL, and later on tonight is going to be Masters Coliseum. That is going to be in 8 hours. So in 8 hours time, we're going to be casting Master Coliseum. That's going to feature players of the likes of, let's see, Group A. We're going to be featuring players such as Serral, Shin, Estrella, and Cure. So, oh, that's a spicy group. So if you want to tune into Serral, Shin, Estrella, and Cure, then hey, we're going to be casting later on tonight in Master Coliseum. Again, that's going to be in 8 hours. 8 hours time. Before then, I might have a nap, or just, focus on VODs and doing on other kind of unrelated Ducklings work behind the scenes. We'll see what happens. Regardless, back-to-back broadcasts or 2 broadcasts today. Likewise, I saw someone asking about stats. Stats, he did return to competitive play, of course, this year, even last year even. But Stats, after post EWC, after Esports World Cup, Stats has not been competing. He has not been playing, has not been competing. A lot of players did go on vacation after EWC. A lot of players did go on a bit of a holiday. I would imagine Stats is one of them, and Bunny was one of them as well. If you were here at the start of the broadcast, I was talking about how Bunny has been very inactive post EWC, and it was only this week where he started playing again, where he started, I should say, competing again, and has been looking very in form. We were talking earlier about how Bunny, he was able to take down Trap in the Master Coliseum qualifiers. He took Gumiho to the ace match, considering the Gumiho, he's in peak Home Story Cup form. Again, that was also quite impressive as well. So Bunny recently came back. When it comes to stats, he has not yet to come back. So we don't know if he has officially retired. We don't know if he's just taking a break until the next season of EWC. I would tentatively say the latter is the case, where most likely we have to wait until the next season of EWC is announced, or the next season of EPT is announced, and then we'll see if Stats does compete in the next qualifiers in the next major event. Clearly, at the end of the year, he didn't play in Master Coliseum either, but yeah, we might see more of Stats next year. 2025 is the best that I can say. All mate Stats. So now we're calming things down and settling in. As for now, we are setting up back at home. Bunny going for his 2-1-1 setup, soon to be a 3-1-1. Likewise, at this time, Bunny is not setting up for as committed of a mine drop. This time, we have two wind mines in the medevac itself. You can see here that Bunny did go for the initial Hellion for some scouting information in the aftermath of that eBay block. And we'll see what he can get done as the drop comes in. Ooh, but Lemon's in position. He's ready for it. Lemon does dive in. Mine shot's gonna be going up. No! Oh my god. Mine shot's into the mineral line. That's gonna be, what, 3? 4 probes going down. Very nice damage. They try to waddle away, but they should be denied. Regardless, good damage dealt here by Bunny. And how many gates do you see? 2 gates in the main, 2 gates at the natural. This is not 3-gate blink, this is 4-gate blink. Stalker, a much more aggressive follow-up here from Lemon, much more committed. He's moving out. Back at home, what does Bunny have? Okay, he's got 1 tank in the main. He has 1 tank in the main. No tank at the natural, but 2 bunkers. Okay, Bunny, he now realizes how much danger he's in. 1 bunker is not enough, 2nd bunker is on the way. And looks like it should finish up in time. Meanwhile, we do see Lemon instead ready to dive into the main. The tank is looking a little bit more exposed, but it's further back. So if the army blinks in, there should be a tank bullet going off, and a 2nd tank has arrived. And can Lemon dive in? Oof, he's going for it, but the 2nd tank is sieging up. He's going to get 1. Ooh, but that's a lot of damage being dealt here to the Stalkers, and he's going to be forced out of the main. Does bring down 1 tank. Add-ons are exposed. He can delay stim. Boys are being pulled. And the warping is denied. The prism, prism goes down. Massive pick off. And is there an observer? There is. Okay, there is an observer. Lemon can always dive back in. He can and he will. He wants that tech lad. Will delay some of the upgrades. Stim is still on the way. Thankfully, there's a tech lab further back in the main, but that will delay combat shields. Ooh, as the observer gets spotted, Bunny will force Lemon back. Will force him away. We'll force him away. See his chat. His Western counterpart is Showtime. I think his Western counterpart used to be Showtime. If you've been watching Stats as of late, Stats, he did get like the nickname Shield of Fire, and I do think that he had a similar playstyle to Showtime many years ago before he went to the military. Post-military, if you've been watching Stats, you would know that he's much more aggressive. That was one of the most fun things about watching Stats over the past year, is that he, you know, the military changes a man, papi. It changed. What did he experience? What did he see? What did he experience? But ever since he came back from the military, Stats has been more cheesy. Stats has been more aggressive. Stats, he definitely has a different style to him nowadays than he used to. which has been really fascinating to kind of like chronicle when it comes to Stats' playstyle. A lot more aggressive nowadays. For now, I'm going to be settling in. Do have our Robo into a Bay in the main. Auto harass here did delay some mining at least, and Bunny, he breaks out. He's breaking out. Third TC is almost done. It was good damage here by the Protoss to snipe a tank and to snipe and delay some of the add-ons and some of the upgrades. But how many Stalkers went down? 4 Stalkers went down. The Prism went down. Ideally, Lemon wanted more damage. He wanted more. Remember, Lemon, he delayed his own third base in favor of that Stalker aggression. I mean, he's now getting into his third and now working towards a fourth base. That is true. But Lemon, economically, is not in the most ideal position. He is not in as strong of a position as he was last game. Essentially, he didn't do enough. Did not do enough with the 4-gate blink. Prism into the main. Oh, ooh, takes a mind shield to the face. And now it's not going to take too much here to bring it down. Yeah, the Merrick say boost on over. He wants a Prism. He wants it. Won't quite get it. War Prism will escape. Zelts go down. And here comes the lone Viking. Viking in production that is designed to hunt down that Prism. And to clean up any kind of counter attack. Any kind of backstab. Thought it was because he was trying to get back into safe because he seems to be struggling after military service. I don't think I would agree with that at all. If you remember, it was post-military that Stats he qualified for IM Katowice. If you remember, it was during IM Katowice where he said that he finally found the motivation to actually commit a little bit harder, as he was struggling. But it was post-IM Katowice where he dedicated a lot of time, a lot more time, a lot more effort, and his results did improve. It was looking quite good, while still being aggressive. But here we go. Bunny moving out. He's going for a double drop towards the natural. Oh! Likewise, Lemon, he does engage with the main army. He's trying to slow it down. Oh, but he's going to be punished. It's going to be one Stalker falling. At the same time, Prism towards the natural. Double drop into the natural as well. Colossus in position just in time. Lemon, he will defend. Likewise, forcing back the army, trying to force an earlier siege. But the fourth base is exposed. Zealots into natural. Bunny has plenty of reinforcements. He cleans up those Zealots. Likewise, drop in towards that natural, who is deflected. But what about the fourth base? What about the Nexus? Lemon, he's trying to hold on. Dives on the tanks. Tanks are exposed. Tanks are going to go down. And without those tanks, there's no more backbone to the army here for Bunny. But looks like he will barely snipe the base. Nexus does fall. Massive pickup. Bunny doing well for himself. Takes down the Nexus. And with that, Lemon, he's falling further behind. Drop into the natural. This time, Lemon's not in position. Ay, ay, ay. Not like this. Getting, what, 3-4 more probes. Keeping Lemon busy. Forcing his army back home. And behind this, Bunny, he's now on 3-base saturation, getting a 4th base as well. Bunny, I would say, now has an economic advantage, dropping back into the main, killing even more workers. And he's just pulling Lemon apart. And again, a lot of this is kind of just a cascading effect from the early 4-gate blink, from the failed 4-gate blink. Lemon's been trying so hard here to catch back up economically, but just hasn't been able to. Has not been able to. See Bunny going for a counterattack. Zealot run back here at the same time, headed towards a third. Has potential for damage. Getting into the mineral line. Bunny trying to keep up. Oh, Zealots, they are getting caught out though. Nice EMP. Bunny does turn around. You see Lemon is looking for a fight. Can Lemon get... Oh, no, right. I was going to say, can he get the ghost? Not quite. Doesn't quite get the ghost. Ooh. But he does move out. Again, he still has a pretty terrifying army. That's a lot of ghosts. That's a lot of EMPs. Lemon just now trying to work towards disruptors, and disruptors, they will allow him to engage with this force of Bunny, but he needs a lot of them. Just like what we saw in game 2, right? You need to hit critical mass of 4+ disruptors to make use of those Novas, to buy time, to trade or to out-trade the army. But Lemon, he's not there yet. He needs more time. Does need more time. Bunny going to be rotating. Rotate, does hit the southern base. Massive EMPs. Oh my god. EMPs almost everything. And that's so many Vikings. The Colossus are being shut down. Disruptors, they finally arrive, but it's too little too late. But the Gateway army is falling. It's crumbling. Yeah, the Nexus will fall. Vikings, they shut down every single Colossus. Novus, they graze the army. They get one ghost, but only one. And with that, Bunny, he takes the fight. He cripples the army, takes down the expansion. And Lemonade is down to 120 supply. Ay, ay, ay. Now trying to reinforce, but again, these disruptors, they arrived a little bit too little too late. You could also argue that Lemon took an early fight. You know, he maybe should have bought a little bit more time to maybe just given up on the expansion, just give up on the base, back off until you have disruptors. Now with these disruptors, he can dance with the army, but because of how small his army is, Bunny can just split off. He can just split off, he can hit 2 locations at once, and supply-wise, Lemon just doesn't have enough to defend in multiple locations at once. Doesn't have enough, he's going to be torn apart. As Bunny, he's stimming in, going for the natural. And GG gets called immediately as the supply is just not there, and Bunny will take the win at 2-1, will take down Lemon and advance on to the quarterfinals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Bunny will claim the series, will advance on. And will make it into the next round. Whew. GG, well played. And now he's getting ready for his next series, for his next match.